Good morning to those who listen. It's January 28th, 2025, 2:01 a.m. And going back through my Facebook memories of, this year, exactly 1 year ago, 5 years ago, whatever. This is exactly 7 years ago today. And I put out this video. My pastor at my church, he had his sermon was about hope. And I just think it's really ironic. I really think it's God working. I really do. What's the odds of my pastor doing a message on hope and then me having a message on hope from 7 years ago? I mean, today is Tuesday now, and his sermon was on Sunday, but I just think it's awesome. I'll put the link in there. You guys don't have to watch it. It's just me talking about, how we need hope. Hope, to make it through, whatever trials and tribulations we're going through. And, when I heard the sermon on Sunday, this is before I went to the MRI, and I was just having hope that, the doctors, whatever tests they do, figure out what's wrong with me. But even then, I was praying to God and saying, even if this doesn't come up with the results, I know, somewhere in the future, whether it's the next test or the test after that or whatever happens, it's all part of God's will, and no matter what, God's in control, and we need to have that kind of hope that and faith that God will work things out the way according to His will. And I have a friend that goes to the church too, and this guy he's awesome. And we talk at least every couple days, and we encourage each other, and we pray for each other, and it's awesome. And he was saying, maybe God is testing you, testing your faith, and maybe He wants you to go out and go out on a limb and force yourself to go to church. And he was saying, he had a thing where he was, having asthma really bad, and he couldn't go to church. And finally, he said, I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And he just went and had faith that God was going to get him through it. So maybe that's it. I've already made a plan to go on Wednesday to Bible study. Now, on Wednesdays, it's an hour and a half, but it's less of I've already said this in the last video, but it's less of a distance for me to go. Because usually, when I go to church, I pick up my daughter, and she's all the way in Bettendorf, which is, like 8 miles away, and then, all that driving and, stopping all the stoplights and, getting to church and sitting there and then going, all that is it hurts my whatever is going on, the stomach intestines, whatever the part, is going wrong. And if I go to just the Wednesday Bible study, it's just me going from here to the church, which is really close by. I don't know how. I think it's like a mile and a half, 2 miles at the most, and it's less distance. And then maybe I can try, and then if anything, if I start having problems, I can just say sorry. They'll understand. They know what I'm going through. So if something happens and I go and I'm sorry, I just can't do it. My stomach is just too painful. They're gonna understand. So maybe God's just waiting for me to take that leap of faith and go and just trust Him that no matter what. See, I've been worried for all this time, for the last 9 months, or at least like the last 6 or 7 months, that I was going to make my condition worse. And then I was worried maybe it's an appendix or something, and I do something that makes it burst, or something something that makes it worse and makes my makes it where, you know, it could threaten my health or my life or something. So I was worried that if I overdid it, like today, I really overdid it, that, you know, it's just gonna get so bad where it's gonna be a medical emergency. And that's what I was worried about. And, you know, today, you know, I didn't think nothing of it while I was, you know, going out and about. I was doing okay. But afterwards, you know, it got really bad. So you know, I'm not going to keep going on talking about this, but I believe God does things for reasons. And, you know, he's not ignoring us. He's not, you know, saying, oh, you know, I choose not to heal you, but I'll heal this person instead and you know, it's all part of his master plan. And we just have to have faith and hope that God is going to get us through everything. And he will. He will. So we just got to push on with our faith. And this is frustrating what I'm going through. The most frustrating part is just not knowing what it is. And not knowing what it is and not knowing what to do to make it better is frustrating. So I'm going through that. So it's going to work out. I'm not worried about it. I mean, sure, you know, I do worry here and there, but I know in the long run that God's going to take care of it all. And that's the message of hope. So I'll leave the link in there. You know, you don't have to watch it. I just pretty much told you what it's about. But, you know, it's kind of neat to go back and look and see, you know, what I said, you know, back when I first started YouTube. I mean, I was just a few months in on YouTube at this time. And, you know, I just rededicated my life, you know, to Jesus at the church that, you know, in Colorado that I was at. And just was about, let's see, this is January. It would have been like 8 months before that. So, you know, I was brand new on my rededication. You know, I've been a Christian for a long time, but I backslid for a lot of years. And then in 2017, I rededicated my life and got baptized. And ever since then, I've had this channel and I've been trying to do God's work. I mean, I'm just considering myself a watchman, and I'm just showing people the signs that we're living in the last days. So that's my whole thing. That's my whole channel. And, you know, the whole main purpose of my channel is to lead people to Jesus, or at least show people that, you know, we're living in the last days and that we need to change our lives. We need to give our lives to Jesus. Love you guys. God bless you. And we'll see you later. See you tomorrow or the next day or whenever I do another video. I love you guys. And I appreciate everyone's prayers. Thank you so much for all the praying for me and everything. And the reason I did this video was because, you know, I saw that and I just saw my comment from Reflections. And I just thank her for just, you know, all the prayers and being, you know, faithful and believing in me. You know, there's a lot of people that think I'm just making this up, or that I'm making it out to be bigger than it is, and I'm not. I don't lie, you know. I know, you know, a lot of people might think, you know, I'm just either making it up or making it worse than what it is, and, you know, but, you know, there's no reason for that. This has been going on for 9 months. When am I gonna, you know, make up all this stuff for 9 months and go on and on about it and show you all the results? I've been through so many doctors. I'm not going to go on about it, but yeah, everyone that believes in me, that believes, you know, that, and that are praying for me, I appreciate it. It's very well appreciated. And just remember, if you have anything going on in your life, if you have any need for prayers, just ask, put it in the comment, and I will pray for you. I'm praying for so many people now, and it's a good thing. We all need to pray for each other. We all need to encourage one another. So Reflections, thank you. Thank you, and God bless you. And God bless everybody out there. I love you guys.